Let me ask you a question. If you retired tomorrow, could you tell me right now, off the top of your head, exactly how much money would land in your account every single month for the rest of your life? Not an estimate, not it depends on the market, an actual number. Most people can't answer that question, and that's not because they haven't saved enough. Many of them have saved plenty. It's because they've been planning for retirement the wrong way the entire time. I'm going to show you why retirement planning isn't really about how much you have, it's about how much income that money can produce, reliably, predictably, for as long as you live. Stick with me, because this one shift in thinking changes everything about how you should be preparing for retirement. For decades, the retirement industry has asked one question: how much do you need to retire? People chase a number. Maybe it's $800,000. Maybe it's a million. They work, they save, they watch that number grow, and they assume that once they hit it, they're safe. But here's the problem: a big pile of savings doesn't tell you anything about your retirement until you know one thing. How is it going to turn into a paycheck? Think about it this way: when you were working, you didn't manage your life around a lump sum. You managed it around a paycheck that showed up on a schedule month after month. Retirement doesn't change that need, it just removes a paycheck. So if your entire plan is, I'll have a large account balance and I'll figure out withdrawals later, you haven't actually built a retirement plan. You've built a pile of money with no instructions. And that's exactly why so many retirees feel anxious even when they've done everything right. They have savings, but they don't have a plan for turning that savings into income they can count on. That's the trap. And the way out of it is a shift from an accumulation mindset, just growing the pile, to an income mindset, creating a paycheck that lasts. So, what does income planning actually look like? It means mapping out every source of income you'll have in retirement and being honest about which ones are guaranteed and which ones depend on the market. For most retirees, income comes from a mix of places. Social Security is usually the foundation. Some people have a pension. Some have guaranteed income from an annuity. And most people also plan to draw from their investment portfolio, their 401k, their IRA, their brokerage accounts. Here's the key concept I want you to walk away with today: the idea of an income floor. Your income floor is the amount of guaranteed income you have coming in every month, no matter what the stock market does, no matter how long you live. This is the income that covers your essential expenses: housing, food, insurance, utilities, healthcare, the non negotiables. Everything above that floor: travel, hobbies, gifts to your kids and grandkids, the fun stuff, that can come from more flexible sources, like your investment portfolio. Because if the market has a bad year, you have room to adjust. But your floor should never be at risk. That's the whole point. Once you've built an income floor, something remarkable happens. Market volatility stops being terrifying. Here's why. If a big chunk of your essential expenses is already covered by guaranteed income, a market downturn doesn't force you into a bad decision. You're not sitting there in a down year watching your account balance drop, wondering if you need to sell investments at a loss just to pay your bills. Your floor is already covering the bills. Your portfolio gets to recover on its own timeline. This actually protects you from something called sequence of returns risk, which is one of the biggest hidden dangers in retirement. It's a risk that a market downturn in your first few years of retirement, combined with the withdrawals you're taking, can permanently damage your portfolio in a way it might never fully recover from. An income floor is one of the most effective tools for protecting against that risk. Income planning also changes how you think about Social Security. It's not just about the size of your monthly check. It's about how that check fits into your overall floor, and that affects when it makes sense for you to claim. And this is where taxes come into the picture too. How you sequence your income, which accounts you draw from and when, can affect how much of your Social Security is taxable. And it can affect your Medicare premiums through something called IRMA, an income related surcharge a lot of retirees don't see coming. I've got full videos on both of these topics if you want to go deeper. But for today, just know this: income planning and tax planning are connected. You can't fully separate them. So, how do you actually start building an income plan? Here's a simple 4-step framework. Step 1: list every guaranteed income source you'll have and when each one starts. This includes Social Security, any pensions, and any existing annuity income. Step 2: identify your essential monthly expenses, the real number your floor needs to cover. Step 3: compare the two. Does your guaranteed income cover your essential expenses? Is there a gap? Or do you actually have a surplus? Step 4: if there's a gap, decide how you're going to fill it. This is where tools built specifically for guaranteed income come in, like fixed index annuities, which are designed to provide a reliable income stream you can't outlive, without the market risk of a traditional investment account. This isn't about replacing your investments. It's about making sure your essentials are covered first, so the rest of your money can do what it does best: grow. Here's what I want you to take away from this video. Retirement planning was never really about hitting a savings number. It's about building a plan for income. Income you can count on, month after month, for the rest of your life. If you want to learn more, check out the free booklet called Retire Smart. It's linked on the page in the description box. And if you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel, because we cover exactly these kinds of retirement decisions every week. I'm Shonda Prescott, and this is Retirement Security Simplified, where we specialize in turning confusion into confidence, one conversation at a time.